Hi there, my name is Graham Glass. I'm the founder of EDU 2.0, which is a popular online learning management system. Has about 135,000 users right now, and I believe quite a lot of people in Puerto Rico are already using it. So before I start, I'd like to say thank you to Jeanette and Mario, who have been very enthusiastic supporters of both my site and online learning in general. So I'm very proud to be able to participate, even though it's only remotely in your conference. Now I thought I'd just say a few minutes about the site and then more importantly a few minutes about where I think online education is going to go. As far as EDU 2.0 itself, the general idea is we wanted to make it very, very easy for any school to get online very easily and for free. So if anyone's got a school and they want to have lessons, dialogues, forums, administrators, teachers, so on and so forth, they can just go to our site, click a button and instantly get online, and there's no charge for that. And Mario, who's got University of Puerto Rico online, can tell you a lot more than I can through this kind of medium. And so far it's been very gratifying. In the early days, all we supported was the very basic features, so a teacher could create a small class with students. But as the site has grown, then we've added support for entire schools. So now it's very easy for an entire university to get online with hundreds of teachers and thousands of students. And we're actually seeing now a higher level effect, which is districts. So we have some places in America, for example, where 20 schools who are already on EDU 2.0 are now networking into a district, and they're actually starting to have classes with students between the various districts. So it's really quite exciting. And presumably the same thing would be possible in Puerto Rico. You could form a network of universities, for example, or a network of high schools to get a higher level of collaboration. And last but not least, the sites, we have a huge number of improvements planned, from video conferencing, proficiency tracking, curricular tracking, rich analytics. We're really only just getting started. So if you're interested in very easy to use online education, I recommend you checking out the site. So that's a little bit about what I'm sort of involved in on a daily basis. But I gave a presentation recently, actually out in the Philippines, about where I think education is going to go generally, which is outside of my particular effort. And I'm a really big believer in eventually separating what you learn from how you learn to how you're assessed. So for me, for example, if I'm interested in biology, then I should be able to learn biology however I want. So maybe I want to take some classes at school live, maybe I want to learn some on my own at home from a book, maybe I want to take some online classes. And the education system shouldn't really care how I learn anything. All that really matters ultimately, assuming that I learn it somehow, is that I'm assessed so I can provide a potential employee, for example, with a certain certificate which says, yeah, I know this stuff. But if you really think about it, why should anyone care how you learn anything? And clearly, I think there's going to be a gradual trend from everything being learned one way in a class, real time, in a traditional school, from more and more things being learned online, for example, in real time through systems like EDU 2.0, towards even more freedom where I can learn some things at home through some self-paced medium, some things at school, some things online. And there should be a common assessment to make sure that however I'm learning it, that I'm still doing well. And there's actually some schools in Sweden that already operate this way, so it definitely can be done. And one of the things that I'm doing in EDU 2.0 is to enable this process is by adding something called a curriculum proficiency tracking system. And the first version is actually already live. What this means is a school can come up with a set of proficiencies that you should learn, and any teacher who creates a lesson can say this lesson teaches the following proficiency, but also third parties presumably could say, well, I've got an online self-paced class which teaches the same proficiency. And then a student can bring up a kind of dashboard that shows them, according to this proficiency, where are they learning all these different things and how well are they doing. So pretty soon my site's going to have a kind of personalized learning environment, a kind of a dashboard, which will hopefully enable people more freedom in terms of how they learn something and how they're assessed on it. So at a high level, I really think there's going to be a pretty big move towards personalized learning and self-directed learning, That's obviously somewhere down the road, but I'm going to do everything that I can in the meantime to support that. So anyhow, I don't want to take up anyone's more time, but it was a pleasure chatting with you. Sorry I can't be in Puerto Rico, but I hope that this little video cast has made some sense. Bye!